So hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to talk about Blackrock Foundry. I'm going to talk about its difficulty, to be more specific. Now, I kind of agree with Mike Preach from Mike Preach Wow on YouTube that we haven't seen this level of difficulty since the Burning Crusade. You know, in Burning Crusade it was even more ridiculous, where people just couldn't kill the last boss before the next raid was released. And if you didn't have that last boss killed, you can't enter the new raid. So Blizzard would be like, you know what, you're just too shit. There is a raid out there. It has shiny stuff, but you can't have it because you are too shit to kill the previous raid. So yeah, go and kill, what was it, Kel'Thas before you can go into like Hyjal or Black Temple or whatever it was. I think it was Hyjal. I don't remember, it's been years, bloody hell. Now, Blackrock Foundry. Blackrock Foundry, I do believe that the level of difficulty is just right. It is very rewarding to kill a new boss. It is very rewarding to kill a new boss. And I haven't killed a single mythic boss in Blackrock Foundry. And I still think it's okay, because it's doable. I can see my raid team killing a boss. We just need to get slightly better. We just need to execute it better. And I can see us just killing a couple of bosses on Mythic. But we can't do it yet, because we are not good enough. We need to get good. Alright? And I think that's fine, but most people don't share this opinion. They think it's too difficult. And yes, Blackrock Foundry is difficult. If you think Blackrock Foundry is easy, then I think you've only done it on LFR. Maybe normal mode. And still, Black Hand, even on normal mode, if you're not in a raiding guild, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to pug. Just doing Black Hand normal with a pickup group, I don't want to do that. It would just be too painful in my opinion. That boss is tough as nails. On normal, on heroic, and especially on mythic. After watching the method video on mythic, oh my god. That looks painfully hard. Now, I'm okay with this level of difficulty because, you know, I just need to get better. We need to get better as a community and just kill it, because it's doable. Alright, there is no such thing as raids being too hard. They are either doable, which is okay, or not doable, which is not okay. Okay, in the Burning Crusade there were some bosses which were kind of screwed up, that they were pretty much impossible, and Blizzard hotfixed it, but, you know, right now, all the bosses are doable, guilds are killing them, but the number of guilds killing them has been reduced by a lot since Mists of Pandaria, since Cataclysm, since Wrath of the Lich King. The number of guilds actually clearing a decent amount of mythic bosses went down significantly, even when compared to High Maul. Where, you know, High Maul, for me personally, I didn't really like High Maul. Some bosses were kind of cool, but Blackrock Foundry, perfect bosses. A lot of cool mechanics, except for Iron Maidens, which that fight is just boring as hell. For me at least, that's my personal opinion. But High Maul being too hard, not really. And this is actually the first time in so many years where people are crying for nerfs, and Blizzard just is like, you know what? This is tuned right. These bosses are killable. You just need to get good, scrubs. And they are not nerfing it. And that's fantastic. That is so very cool. We haven't had this in so many years. Because in Cataclysm, people were like, it's kind of too hard. So they nerfed it. In Pandaria, it's kind of too hard. And they nerfed it. In Warlords of Draenor, it's too hard. Fuck you and get good. It's like, okay. Okay, this is something. This is something. Because right now, you can't just wait for it to get nerfed and then kill it. You need to get good. And even though it might turn away some people, those people are just not the right demographic for raiding. Alright, if you're not willing to get good and get better, you are not the right demographic for raiding. Because that's what raiding is about. You discover a new encounter, you learn it, and you are trying to perfect it and get better at dealing with this encounter. That's what you're doing. And we finally have that. You just can't wait. Now in Pandaria we can't kill it, but In about a month, it's gonna go, the health's gonna go down by 10%. Maybe we're gonna do more damage, something like that. They're gonna bring the Lich King buff, as I like to call it, and we're gonna kill it. Right? Now it just doesn't work that way. You can't kill a DPS check boss. Well, you have to run the other bosses a couple more times, gear up, or just get better, and then you can kill it. It's awesome. That is awesome. But at the same time, it's turning a lot of people away. Okay? Because those people aren't used to this. We haven't had this in years, where something was so incredibly difficult. Right? And Blackrock Foundry on Mythic, oh my god. We've tried Darmak, Beast Lord, and Orgorger. And while Orgorger is okay, Darmak is a completely different thing. That's completely new stuff. Right? And it's a difficult fight. It is a difficult fight. It's a very long fight, so that's something for the healers. Because you just need the mana for the last two phases. You need the mana. You can't go and kind of scrap it at the end. You can't, because at the end the boss fight is the worst. It's the hardest at the end, so you need a lot of mana there. DPS players need to focus good things. You need people to kill spears, to kill ants, to kill the bosses, then nuke the mount and stay out of spears. Don't get hit by this, don't get hit by that. And for tanks, it's pretty difficult as well, because you are getting hammered, especially if you're doing a 2-tank tactic. It's ridiculously difficult. So the bosses are very difficult, but I like that, because once you kill that boss, you can just finally relax and be like, yes, he is fucking dead. He is dead. He is dead. Dead. So very dead. Oh my god. I didn't get any loot, but I don't give a shit, because the boss is fucking dead. We haven't had this for quite a while. Alright. Li Shen was very difficult. Garrosh was very difficult. But the entire instance being this hard on Mythic? No. Or Heroic, as it was before WoD. We just didn't have that. And I love it. Because I still have 10 Mythic bosses in front of me. And I know that if we get good, and if we maybe get some more gear, and we execute them perfectly, we can kill them. And it actually means something to kill a Mythic boss in Blackrock Foundry. In Highmaul, you kill Kargath, and you're like, well, he's dead. Twin Ogron, it was kind of similar, where, well, they're dead. But then Butcher was like, oh shit, he's dead. But now, like, if you kill Mythic Darmak for the first time, oh my god. You're gonna bake a fucking cake after you kill that boss. Oh my goodness. It's really cool to have this once again. And I really like it, but a lot of people don't. Because they're just used to this easy way of raiding. So they now do normal mode and even have problems with Black Hand. And they just fail on Heroic so very hard. They just like, I can't do this, I quit. I quit. Because certain finds on Heroic, as I've said, Blast Furnace is kind of intensive, let's just say, but it's not too difficult. Iron Maidens, towards the end, once again, fairly difficult. And Black Hand is just oh my goodness. Black Hand on Heroic is hard. I have to say. Black Hand on Heroic is fucking hard. And I was very happy when we finally killed him. So, yeah. I think it's good. I think it's good. Alright? People need to understand that they can't kill all the bosses just because they are in a raiding guild. You need to be good enough to kill them. You need to be geared enough to kill them. And, it's refreshing to have this again. It just makes me giggle. It's really cool. Even though, some guilds are just falling apart because of this, I still think it's cool. And we're finally, once again, getting this demographic of raiders who really want to raid. Even though it's not as many of us as there were in the Burning Crusade, we once again have this. Where raiders are raiders because they are killing tough shit. We are not raiders because we run Heroic with the pug. No, we are raiders because we are killing tough shit. It's cool to feel like this game has something to offer me that I really like, and there is a lot of it in there. I like it. But I want to hear your opinion as well, because I've been reading forums and stuff, and most of the community, which is a problem, you know, because this is the vocal minority for most part, most of the people there are really unhappy with the current state of Blackrock Foundry. But I love it, so I want to hear your opinion as well. What do you think about the Blackrock Foundry raid? I absolutely love it. I love it. Except for Iron Maidens. That fucking boss fight is boring as balls.